Yep, and get some good bait.
Welcome back to the show. Check out all of the rocks and wood we have. Petrified wood, that is. And if you're just tuning in now, we are hanging out at Rundle Park. This is Doug Winkleman, our local expert gold panner, and he's showing us how it's done. So Doug, we have a bunch of stuff in our pans. Have at her.
So we have the material. It's unclassified. It's just a straight gravel and sand from the riverbed.
Yeah.
Now we're going to wash that out. So I need a spot in the water where I'm going to step in and sink a little bit. Now to wash this, we want to stratify the material. We want to keep it wet all the time. So by doing that, I'm going in a circular motion. All of the light stuff is washing out over the top of the pan. Yeah. And the heavy stuff is staying in the bottom.
Ah, you must be great at hula hooping. Okay.
Once we do that, and I get down to a point, now I can wash the top of the rocks and the gravel off, get rid of it off the backside. Throw that away. Okay,
because you know it's way too big to be gold. Unfortunately.
Right. Yes, here, well, it would be nice. There has been nuggets found. And
big ones?
Not bad size, about 1/4 of an inch is the biggest I've seen.
Gotcha.
Out of the river. And so we go back to stratification. You got to remember, in anything that you do, water is your best friend in panning.
Okay, good to know.
Gold being 10 to 15 times heavier than any other material here.
Now, still sink.
Now I'm taking it, I'm going to start washing it over the riffle edge of the gold pan. No matter what operation you're doing as well, whether it's a big mining operation or a small operation like this, everything starts with a pan and ends with a pan. If you don't have a pan, you can never get all the black sands out. So.
Well, there we go. Nice little rhyme. Okay, well, you do that. Up next, we have Tim Dancing stopping by with the Edmonton Eskimos for an all-new 3rd and goal.
Set, go! What I'm about to say isn't a great revelation, but the fact is if your offensive line isn't clicking on all cylinders, it's pretty hard to score points. If you can't score, it's hard to win.
You have to have 5 guys working at the same time doing the same thing, and that's how you get to be a good line.
We're a lot better than we showed the other day.
So many things need to correctly happen simultaneously in football offense in order for success. 5 linemen blocking receivers and blocking running backs each play a part. The 5-man offensive line act as a single entity. When rebuilding 80% of that line, continuity becomes a result of patience.
Playing right guard this year. Last year played left guard, and I played right guard in Hamilton, a little bit of right tackle, and actually when I was in college I played left tackle.
Interior linemen Brian Ramsey, Matthew O'Donnell, Heinz, and Rotier are Canadians. Tackles are Americans, Cliff Lewis and Thaddeus Coleman. 4 other offensive linemen are on injured lists or practice rosters. Coleman says line is line, American or Canadian ball.
But it's a lot more twist games involved with the D-line you got to pick up on. But it's pretty similar, though. It's pretty similar. You're still playing ball.
Yeah, you're still in the box.
Exactly. You still got the box, 5 guys in the box, maybe a blitzer here and there, but it's the same thing pretty much.
Gelling of the line unit comes with continuity.
I guess at the most basic it is just knowing the plays and knowing where you have to be, and then as far as that, it's calls after that and then adjustments after that. So there's always one more thing on top of the next that you kind of have to learn, and that's where the challenge comes in. Anyone can learn a football play. It's knowing the checks and adjustments and stuff is where you really become cohesive as a group.
We just got to communicate better.
What do you mean by that? Is it actual, verbiage?
Yes, it's a lot of verbiage that people don't hear watching the game. You got to call out different numbers of these guys, these 2 guys work with these 2 guys over here, these 3 guys working to these 3 guys over here. So you got to talk it up.
Gord Hines is the new starting center.
It is a challenge for sure. You got to make sure that all the calls are good and correct, and that everyone's going in the same direction and running the same thing. All 5 guys as a unit.
Next stop, Hamilton.
It all works together, but it starts with us up front.
How fast can I get there?
For 3rd and goal, I'm Tim Dancy.
Thanks for that, Tim. All right, Doug, where are we at?
We're just getting down to the finishing stage of the panning. So I'm washing the light material away, keeping the heavies down in the bottom. This pan has a 2nd set of riffles. It's a fine set, so I'm going to move all of that over into there. Remembering that water is your best friend, keeping a good amount of water. Watching your angle of the pan.
Okay, we don't want anything coming over the edge. And am I supposed to be looking for glints of gold at this point?
You won't see them yet, no.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to wash some of that light stuff away.
Really slow process, eh?
And we'll wash some more away. We'll get that back down. And get that back down. And we'll wash that away. Now we're into the black sands.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick here.
And then
Wash
at
that
any
away.
point,
Now this point here,
yep.
I'll bring this pan in. Now I can check it to see what I have. So I'm going to start to wash this away.
I'm like, give it all to me. Just putting my face in it. Oh
You
yeah.
can see the gold coming
I
out.
can see
and you
it.
see the black sands coming out.
Tiny flints of gold.
Yes.
Little specks. Wonderful. Okay, well, I want to give this a try. Stay tuned. We still have more to come with Doug Winkleman down here at Rundle Park. Stay tuned.